let's see what we got for qualifying wise. And your usual front four. I really need to go in and fix that. Your transfers this race were Justin Labonte, Casey Mears, David Starr, Boris Said, Regan Smith, Robbie Gordon, Bobby Labonte, and Stephen Wallace making the race. So let's not wait. And okay. And we are already under caution. Looking like Paul Wolf might have been involved. Ooh. Because Paul Wolf came up and, oh, okay. JJ Yaley, Paul Wolf, and Bobby Labonte getting involved. Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I expected to go back live to. So Truex gets turned. More contact. We have an absolute massive wreck one. Pablo Montoya goes over. A ton of the field is involved in this one. I mean, a ton. Newman goes over. Arca breaks into that. My word. So, I don't know if the Denny Hamlin incident was the caution or if that was the caution. Or no, because they were already under. I don't know. I really, really don't know. Quapple back out without a hood. All right. A lot of cars don't look too badly beat up. A couple cars missing the hood. Heading back out. A lot of cars out of this, though. Looks like the 1, the 40, the 16, the 91, the 12, the 60, and the 11. All out of the Rockingham race here. As it looked like Travis Quapple headed back down pit road. What a start to this one. All right. We've got a handful of cars out. Still plenty of cars still clean and healthy in this race. Majority of the field, really. Lights on the Corvette are off. So we're going to go back green here. It looked like, I think a Red Bull was slow on the inside. We'll take a look after the restart. It is a Red Bull. It's the 83. I think he's coming to pit here with some kind of failure. Jeff and Jimmy will battle it out again front. Danny Hamlin, Matt Crafton, Greg Biffle, and Kevin Harvick here. So it looks like they are getting held up by Travis Quapple. There you go, Biffle gets underneath. Such a great shot. Field kind of settling down a bit. Obviously, everybody kind of struggling to get around Quapple. This could put us in an awkward position with a couple cars here. Quapple just trying to survive and have some kind of a point stay at this point. At least better than the 7 cars or 8 cars that aren't going to get to finish. So meanwhile, Jeff defending on Jimmy. Jimmy looking to his outside. The 83 is back out on track. We got some battling back here. We like to see. Casey Kane, Kyle Busch underneath him. Clint Boyer going to try and follow through on the low line. But Casey's going to get that run on the outside. Kyle's going to clear him here. goes towards the back. Kyle Busch cycling Kevin Harvick out. He's trying to make his way towards the front. And he's going to dive to the inside of Biffle now. He's pulling Clint Bowyer and Eric Almirola through with him. Stu going at it again. Now Kyle Busch setting his sights on Matt Crafton. He's going to look inside. He's probably going to have this. Clint Bowyer sticking through there. And Almirola will follow through as well. Almirola clears. Labonte's not there to really get to Matt Crafton enough. I have to play around with the ratings a little bit. Crafton now under fire from Labonte though. And Kyle Busch still on his charge towards the front. Now looking to the inside of Denny Hamlin. And he's going to get that position. Can Clint Bowyer get his teammate? And continue following Kyle Busch up through the field, and he will. Now will Denny be clear enough to fall in line and keep Almirola behind him? And he will. So we got 200 cars, then a Gibbs, another Hendrick, the two Richard Childress, Joe Gibbs, a Roush, a Bill Davis, and the other RCR car making the top 10. And Kyle Busch still just absolutely on it. He's hounding Tony Stewart now. And Kyle's thinking about it. He's going to go low. Can Clint Bowyer fill that gap? No. Oh, well, hold on. Tony goes high. Clint's going to stick the nose in. Clint's got to run. And Clint's through. So Clint having a day here. Who's our highest running rookie? John Wood. Look at old John Wood. Battling. Oh, he's battling actually Justin, who actually no is not a rookie. That's right. This is Justin's second year in the Cup Series in our timeline. Now we got Junebug on Matt Crafton with Casey Kane just behind him. Eric Almirola looking at his teammate. And I honestly want to say Kyle Busch may be catching these guys. John Wood to the inside of Casey Kane. John Wood and that Wood Brothers car is supposed to be the affiliate Ford to Yates Racing. But it is currently making its way past the Yates Racing Fords. Though it looks like it's going to maybe, John Wood's move is maybe going to help Casey Kane get up here. Past Junebug and back into the top 10. Regan Smith now looking to the inside of his teammate. And a Jamie McMurray sighting. I haven't seen too many of those this year. Casey Kane looking to the inside of John Wood. And that 5 car is absolutely catching these two. So Casey Kane shuffles John Wood out. Look at Regan Smith running up here. What a run by Regan Smith. And full credit to Justin Labonte, too. I mean, absolutely incredible run by him. Got Marcus Ambrose running well. Stephen Wallace, rookie in the Go Army Dodge, making his first appearance of the season. Some top talent here, making the rounds. Robbie Gordon making his first appearance. Jimmy and Kyle Busch in a battle. Kyle looking to the outside. This is a big power move if he could get it done. That 5 car is on something. Kyle Busch with the big move to get around Jimmy Johnson. And now, look who else is up here. Clint Boyer. Have a day. And is putting it on. Now he's looking to the outside of Jimmy Johnson, maybe. Jimmy closes the door. Can Kyle Busch get up and catch Jeff? Eric Almirola closing as well. Matt Kenseth? Where did he come from? Jamie McMurray? Okay, big changes. And we see our first takers for pit road. Down comes Stephen Wallace and Kurt Busch. Oh, and at some point, Jimmy Johnson and... Okay. So Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Clint Boyer, all on pit road. Kyle's going to come out first. Jimmy's going to beat out Clint. So Kyle with a big jump out there. Where is that 24 car? Still on pit road, getting the lefts put on, dropping down. Here comes Kyle Busch. Kyle with the undercut is going to come out in front. Can Jeff beat out Jimmy? No. Clint's going to maybe get around him as well. And Clint does. So Jeff will beat out Almirola. Big gains. And Stephen Wallace with a huge gains. So we are through pit cycles for the most part. Denny Hamlin coming out. Denny Hamlin going to lose a ton here. He's going to be back behind the pack. Stephen Wallace, Kurt Busch, big gains. Big gains. That's short pitting. Dale Jr. It's a new leader, Kyle Busch. And he is off to the races. That 5 car currently on another level. Jimmy trying to keep away from Clint Boyer. He's going to get around the hoodless David Reagan. Gordon looking to get around Clint Boyer. Clint might have a long run car, though, to be honest. And Jeff moved to his inside. And now Jeff getting held up by David Reagan, but they're still running faster than Clint Boyer. So Jeff's going to clear Clint and take over. And that'll put Hendrick back 1, 2, 3. And honestly, running very well. All 4 cars inside the top 5 or top 10 right now. Sorry, he's not in the top 5. think Jimmy might be catching him just a little bit. Maybe Jimmy's car is a little bit better on this run. But they're also finally catching lap traffic. There's obviously some lap cars already, but you know, they're from the incidents and damage and whatnot. Love that camera. Jeff's coming back too. Oh boy. What a fight we've got back here for 11th. Yep. Didn't even think about it. We got the battle for the lead brewing again. Although they're not too far from their next set of pit stops. Honestly, I'm surprised it's taking them this long to actually get into the lap cars. Jeff now closing in. Could we see a three-way battle for the lead? Still very early in this race. A lot can happen. Kyle Busch going defensive. Johnson going to look to go the long way around. But he falls in line. Jeff here now. Three-way battle for the lead. And Jimmy Johnson's going to hit pit road first. He's going to be the first taker this time. So expect Jimmy to get the lead. Kyle and Jeff. Kyle coming in. Jeff going to stay out. Here comes Boyer as well. A big, massive amount of the field. And Jeff's coming this time. Jimmy out. Now the first time he'll pass will just be to get his lap back. As he did go a lap down while on pit road. And there he goes past Jeff. And there he comes past Kyle Busch. So you see the lead he gets over Kyle. It's not massive, but it is there. And now this time as they come around, Jeff just dropping down now. Jeff leaving. He's going to be way behind these two. And you can see what short pitting will do for you. Jeff actually under fire from Clint Boyer right now. And Clint's going to get around him again. So Denny stayed out long, trying to gain some advantage. And I mean, he may get something just because of Tony and Junior looking like they got stuck behind lap traffic as Junior puts Stremme in the wall, or Franchitti in the wall. I don't know what I just witnessed, but Junior. Maybe frustration setting in for the old Junebug. Battle for the lead heating up again. Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, dealing with lap traffic. Jeff got around Clint. And then Kenseth's all by himself. Field's starting to spread itself out a little bit, get into kind of a pocket, essentially, where everybody's kind of all by themselves. Still some chances, like, you know, Crafton's right here with Junior and McMurray. Regan Biffle trying to catch him, run him down. Harvick's back in this, I think. Nope, he's a lap down. I stand corrected. I was hopeful. Jimmy and Kyle continue to maneuver lap traffic. Jeff trying to inch his way closer again. As we close in on, oh, we're under 150 to go. Jeff continues to close just as they're probably getting ready for pit stops again. Knocking these laps out. 23-second lap times, the fastest they've been. Regan Smith holding that fast lap time. Not worth anything, but still. Pride. Jeff now looking to the inside of Kyle Busch. Kyle trying to fight his way on the outside. Trying to find any way around Jimmy Johnson. As they close in on Stephen Wallace, who was having a pretty good day, but seems to have fallen back into where you'd expect him to be. But hey, first race of the season. As the 300 cars run under a blanket. And Kyle moves up. Jeff fills the hole. Jeff's going to go through to second place. He's looking. He's trying to find the same kind of opening on Jimmy Johnson. Jeff's going to go high. Jimmy's going to hit pit road. Almost get hit by Michael Waltrip. So Jeff takes over the lead. However, we have seen pretty much every time with this that Jimmy is going to get a massive advantage here. And Kyle Busch stays out. Actually, okay. Amarola's coming in, though. Kenseth, Tony Stewart, Matt Crafton. So Jimmy pitted by himself. So that's interesting to note. As Jeff stays out another lap, so more interesting to note. Kyle Busch is in, though. Now look at fresh tires versus old. Just look how quickly Jimmy catches these guys. There goes Kyle. It is going to be a pretty big gap, actually. As Jimmy's going to potentially put Kurt Busch a lap down. Thanks to this. Jay Hamlin coming to pit road. So Jimmy's going to cycle through as the leader. Jeff so far behind. And we'll have to see what they can do. Amarola actually gets by Clint Boyer. Big advantage for Jimmy is how far out in front he came in front of everybody, but he's caught in this massive lap group. And he's just seemingly following Kevin Harvick around. And Harvick is clearly slow. So I don't know what Jimmy is doing. He doesn't want to get off the low line. I don't know why. It's very clearly the high line is working here. And you can see how much it's costing him as here comes Kyle Busch. And Jimmy's actually going to get forced into the high line, which is probably the best thing that could have happened to him. Because now he clears Kevin Harvick. So now Kyle and Jeff are smart. They'll go to the outside here and go around Kevin Harvick and company. And that's what Jeff's going to do. Kyle thought about it, but decided to pull back in line. And there goes Jeff. So now Kyle Busch looking to the outside, and he's going to be out there this time. And he should be able to clear them now. Kevin Harvick causing a massive log jam. Actually seems like he might be in position to help his teammate out here. It's actually kind of funny. So the inside line is slow through the corners, but Casey Mears is slowing up Boyer on the outside line on the straightaways. And now Tony Stewart and Matt Kenseth are here. And Matt Crafton. And now we're 3 wide as Bobby's pretty much had it. And Bobby and Crafton and Tony Stewart all get stuck. And that is going to open the big door for Jamie Murray and Denny Hamlin to get them both. We're just about halfway. Jeff catching Jimmy. Now Harvick on fresh tires. It's faster than both of them. Oh, Jeff looking to the inside. Not going to make a move. Not there close enough yet. Dives to the outside. Still nothing there. Maybe getting a run. Setting him up. Looking to the inside goes Gordon. Jeff Gordon to the inside. And he'll power through. Jeff Gordon takes the lead at Rockingham. And we got a train here. Amarola, Clint Boyer, and Dale Jr. Jr. gonna look to the inside. Thinks better of it. And Jimmy's hit pit road again. I don't think this is scheduled for Jimmy. There's something wrong with the car. Oh no. And here comes Jeff to lap him a second time. Pretty sure. Now, Jimmy Johnson is 2 laps down now. So something went wrong with the car. Don't know what, but Jimmy pulled it down and they fixed it, but it cost him valuable time. Oh, and the caution is out. Things go into disarray. Ooh, I see the Visa car with some damage. Oh. He just gets in the corner and they just lock bumpers. Clint and Amarola into the wall. Amarola slides down, but nobody else involved. Clint Boyer hit that wall pretty hard too. We'll have to see what kind of damage he might have. I do think, though, that that may be the day for the 18 car. We'll have to wait and see. I think Jeff is still going to be the leader. Oh, Casey Kane didn't hit. Oh, no. Actually, oh my word, Jamie McMurray, not Jamie McMurray, sorry. This is Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch done stayed out and has taken over the lead. imagine the lights on the pace car will be out. All these lap cars will drop to the inside. There go the lights. There go the lap cars. Jeff should cycle through. Yep. And there are only 12 cars on the lead lap now. This is going to be very interesting on this restart. As I'm not sure what Kurt Busch is doing. I think Kurt Busch is coming to pit. Kurt Busch is coming to pit road. He has just relinquished the lead to Jeff Gordon. And I don't know what that decision was from the team. Now Jeff trying to get around Labonte. And I'm not sure who's battling what here, but I believe this is the battle for third. Denny Hamlin just took third. Oh my word. We may need the tarps. The caution is out, and this is just Kevin Harvick going in and obliterating John Wood. I don't know what that was out of Kevin Harvick, but holy cow. So this is going to get interesting because these are all the lap cars that just didn't pit. And I believe they'll restart in front of the leaders. Tony Stewart is going to take the lead. I think he took 2 tires. Or no tires. Okay, there come all the leaders. And Jeff is doing something. I don't know what that was, but okay. Everything is cycled through properly at least. Tony now kind of lucking out in this one. Making the right call, it looks like, so far. As the caution is out again. So we've had a pretty clean race up until now, and it is turning into a bloodbath. Jimmy Johnson, the cause here. Just absolutely turns the 83. A lot of cars with damage in this one. I don't know what happened to the Biff. Oh, the Biff. Oh, wow. The Biff got pushed across McMurray's nose by Casey Kane and then hit in the side by the 00 and sent flipping. Tony's going to remain the leader. Kyle Busch gets out. Second, third is Denny Hamlin. Fourth is Matt Kenseth. Fifth is Matt Crafton. Sixth is Junebug. Seventh is Jeff. Don't think you're on the lead lap. So the 22 is, wow, okay. And here come all the lap cars. All right, let's get back to green. And we'll see what other kind of shenanigans we can get up to. As the 84 is slow. Don't know why he's up here. We're 3 wide again. And everything looks good so far. Some of the lead guys getting stuck behind the 84. But the top 5 looks to be free of lap cars, with the exception of the 42 in front. Matt Crafton's looking like he might clear the 01 here. That was the 42 out in front of the leaders. Crafton fires it in there. This could be a bad decision. It looks like it's going to work out. Kyle Busch might be going backwards. And Denny Hamlin looks like he's on the charge. This might be Hamlin looking for, I think, career win number 1, maybe? I'd have to double check. In fairness, I believe he does have a couple wins, actually. But he's going to look to the inside of Tony Stewart, and with ease, Denny Hamlin is going to take over the race lead. As Matt Crafton is a man on the mission too, though. He dives to the inside of Kyle Busch. A car that was one of our fastest for most of the day now. Mired in the traffic. Jeff Gordon also further back. Same problems. As Matt Crafton's going to move through to third. Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Matt Crafton. All new names at the front for this race for the most part. From what we've had most of the day. They've been kind of around here most of the day, though. Junebug in 6th. And then you come all the way back to Casey Kane back here. And Jeff Gordon for 8th, 7th, and 8th. Jamie McMurray's in 9th. And Justin Labonte makes up 10th. And Clint Boyer here. Last car on the lead lap. So we know Kyle Busch has been the best car pretty much all day, or one of the 3. All 300 cars have been just phenomenal. But is Kyle Busch in a bad position now? I think Tony Stewart, I think he took 2 tires or no tires on his pit stop. It worked out, got him the lead. But it's not really looking too great for him right now, as he's under fire from Dale Jr. Man, oh man, how cautions can change a race. As Kurt Busch and Sam Hornish Jr. are going at it back here. As Jeff Gordon and Casey Kane trying to find their way through this mess. Jeff going to dive to the inside of Aaron Crocker. Casey Kane thinks about following. He doesn't. Jeff, who probably has been the pride of the field, honestly, with as many times as he ran down Jimmy and all them, is on the move. He's now to the inside of the 42. And he's just got 1 lap car between him and the front, or the leaders. Battle for position. So we'll see how this plays out. Matt Crafton now looking to challenge Matt Kenseth, maybe. Kenseth's going to go defensive. Crafton looks to the outside. Dives it in. And Jeff is there. He gets to the inside of Regan. Clears him with ease. Now he's going to look to Junior. Is he going to send it? He does. Jeff is through Junior and still trying to move forward. Now looking at Tony Stewart. Slicing past Tony Stewart now. And Jeff is clear. Only the leaders in front. And they will likely have to stop twice. I imagine the second stop might have to be a splash, but I have a feeling they're not going to be able to make it all the way from here on one more stop. Every lap, Jeff inches closer. Jeff continues to inch ever closer with each lap. Casey Kane continues to be stuck behind the 42 car. Crafton gets around Kenseth, but now Jeff is here. Matt Crafton having a great day. Also having a great day. Denny Hamlin pulling away a little bit. And it seems like could be his day to shine here. We'll see what happens with pit stops as they come around. He's been long on them all day long, so we'll see if he continues that, knowing that it's basically a death sentence, I think. And I think here we come for pit stops. All four of them together. Matt Crafton stays out, but Denny Hamlin, Matt Crafton, or Matt Kenseth stays out. Matt Crafton, Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon, all pit. Looks like Tony Stewart came down as well. Jamie McMurray, who has lost his hood and might have just sped onto pit road. Kenseth's in, Junior's coming in, Casey Kane's coming in. It's going to be the rest of the field here. Crafton's going to beat out Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin with plenty of room. Does Jeff beat these two out? No, he's going to come out just behind them. A little bit of a gap. Denny Hamlin, though, even further out, and they will definitely have to make one more pit stop. We're going to have one more pit stop in this race if it stays green the rest of the way. Now we'll see what Kyle Busch can do on fresh tires against Matt Crafton. Did they make any changes to make his car better? Is he back to early race form? As he is right on Matt Crafton now. And he's going to look to the inside of Crafton. And he's going to get the job done with ease. So Kyle Busch looking more like the earlier race Kyle Busch. We'll see if he can go run down Denny Hamlin and what Hamlin has in the tank. You can see the gap here is about half a corner. Casey Kane comes out just in front of Jamie McMurray. Justin Labonte having a great day. Regan Smith having a pretty good day too. I mean, a lap down, but still running 12th. Obviously running a lap down isn't great, but I'd call that a good day. So Kyle is slowly, yeah, he actually lost time that time. And Jeff's not really gaining too much either. So we'll see how this plays out with just actually they're coming to take 50 to go this time. So 50 more laps to go. The Rockets crowd, 49 now. And Denny Hamlin is holding steady with Kyle Busch behind him. Jeff Gordon looking to maintain the points lead. And Casey Kane pulling away from McMurray. I think the top 10 is set here, unless something drastic happens. At least in terms of who's finishing in the top 10. Where they finish in the top 10 could very well change. As, oh boy, Denny Hamlin fires one in there. He's trying to get around Franchitti as quickly as possible. Put that lap car behind him. He does not want to have to fight with these guys. As even that little bit of a moment with Franchitti cost Denny some time. It'll be interesting to see who takes the early pit stop. We know they all pitted at the same time the last time, but we also know that the early pit stop has been beneficial. But the other question is it going to be beneficial this time? Because you're not going to be taking 4 tires and fuel more than likely. Probably 2.5 a tank. Matt Crafton starting to slip off just a little bit into Jeff Gordon's clutches. But he hasn't done so just yet. Denny Hamlin continues to kind of hold that gap that he's had. Though it's starting to close down now. Then he gets to the inside of Carl. Carl doesn't want to give up the spot, though. He doesn't want to go a lap down. Or another lap down. It's futile here. That car's had damage since the beginning. Oh! And I didn't even notice it. But Jimmy has been out of the race for a while. He's going to finish 30th. They had an oil leak. The 3 car lost his brakes, so that's what happened with him and John Wood. Oh, my word. All right. I love that you can see those kind of things. And the 45 and the 00 and the 7 are retired, which, yeah, they took some hits. Now Clint's getting, or Denny's getting held up in lap traffic. Then he makes a great run to get around Leffler. And Leffler cuts off Kyle. Oh, this is huge. And Kyle still can't clear Leffler. But he finally does. And that cost Kyle big time. And Leffler now holding up Matt Crafton and Jeff Gordon. Crafton's going to get around him here. Jeff looking to his inside, probably going to clear him as well. And they both will. So now the gap to the leaders, about a second, as they're coming to take 31 to go. From here, I am pretty sure everybody can make it on fuel. And Denny just cannot clear the 84. See if we can get him here. And he will. But the 84 is going to come back on the outside, and he looks to be better in the corners. And he still just cannot clear him. The 84 is just too good in the corners. His car is so damaged he can keep up the speed in the corners better. Finally, Denny gets him there. Still costing him time. But here comes Kyle Busch into the same fight. And Allmendinger fights back on the outside. And Allmendinger still fighting him on the outside. As McMurray hits pit road. I don't know if that's scheduled. It's looking like it might be. I expect this to be Crafton and Denny coming in now. And we'll see what the advantage looks like. As Kyle's leaving pit road now. Jeff's getting his left side, so they are going to take 4 and go. Left side's for Denny. Car's dropped. He's coming out. There goes Kyle. And Kyle's going to get this with ease. So once again, the long stop hurts Denny Hamlin as he's potentially going to even lose third or second. Jeff Gordon's going to come flying past. And Tony Stewart's going to get Matt Crafton. Oh, but Denny was able to block Jeff. Oh, contact between Jeff and Denny. Crafton comes out around Dale Jr. Jr. fighting with him already. But all eyes are on the 31 and the 24. Can either one of them catch Kyle Busch? Jeff's going to dive it to the inside of Denny. And they'll be side by side. As Clint Boyer's going to lock down in 11th. Jeff and Denny still side by side, costing themselves valuable time to Kyle Busch up the road. Jeff looks like he's going to clear him here. And he does. So Jeff Gordon to second, Denny Hamlin back to third. And can Jeff go run down Kyle Busch? Jeff is not pulling away from Denny Hamlin yet. But we are getting to the end of this race. It does look like Jeff and Denny are kind of closing a little bit now, but I don't think they're going to have the time. Especially as Jeff's struggling to get around Robbie Gordon. closing in on the end of this one. They're not gaining on Kyle nearly enough to do anything about it. However, we do have a Matt Crafton gaining on Tony Stewart. Matt Kenseth and Dale Jr. still battling it out. We're under 10 to go. Jeff Gordon and Denny Hamlin locked in the battle. Matt Crafton and Tony Stewart locked in their battle. Kenseth and Jr. way back there battling it out. And there's a McMurray and Justin Labonte battle going on as well. So Crafton dives to the inside of Tony Stewart. Hoping that he's picking the right line of lap cars. Vickers is an absolute challenge to get around, but Matt Crafton has used it to get around Tony Stewart at least. Tony looking to the outside of Crafton, but he can't hold it. And even with clear track now, Jeff and Jenny losing time. Kyle Busch pulling away. Kyle Busch takes 3 to go at that at the line. Two laps to go in this race. And the caution is out. The race is over. I'm not sure what happened on the track. Trying to find the moment the caution came out. And I am not sure what the caution came out for. NASCAR has decided to end this race, and okay then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Busch will be your winner. Jeff Gordon third, Denny Hamlin Jeff Gordon second, Denny Hamlin third, Matt Crofton fourth, Tony Stewart fifth, Matt Kenseth sixth, Junior seventh, Casey Kane eighth, Justin Labonte ninth, and Jamie McMurray in 10th to round out the grid, or the top 10. And Labonte crossed the line, so there you go. Your official results. Kyle Busch, winner. Jeff Gordon continues to lead the points, but Matt Crafton inches ever closer. I don't even... Oh, that's right, Jimmy won. Okay. And our next race, there you go, Fontana. We'll see who makes the race, and we'll set it up. And thank you guys for